Hi, I'm John Kraska, ALA's Manager for Membership Development, and on today's issue of ALA in Focus, we're meeting with Donavan Vicha. He's a Program Officer?
Yep.
Program Officer for RUSA and ASCLA. RUSA is the Reference User Services Association. ASCLA is the Association of Specialized and Cooperative Library Associations here at ALA. And Donavan right now is in a Second Life seminar class called Virtual World Librarianship, Your Second Life, and we want to look over Donovan's shoulder a bit. So, Donavan, thanks for having some time with us today.
No problem.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Donovan, tell us what's going on and who's sponsoring this and what are we seeing on the screen?
Well, this is a production of the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign Graduate School of Library Information Science, and we're in Second Life for about 2 hours every week for the next 6 weeks. And right now we are in the Bradley University classroom in the Bradley University Second Life version. In other words, Bradley University has space in Second Life. And
okay.
They're loaning it to the people running the course.
Yeah. And the topic on this one, this 6-week course is?
Well, for this week, we've been discussing, sort of like the basics of it's sort of like they call Second Life 101.
Okay.
And so they've been talking about clothes and profiles and just basically how you sort of accessorize your avatar.
Sure.
The figure that represents you in the world.
Okay, I've started doing some Second Life, as part of work, but I haven't really done it because my first life is a little busy.
Yeah, well,
but
that's what everybody says.
I know, but I
don't have a first life. Why do I need a second life?
Right, but I see that you are in the class. Can we get a shot of his avatar?
Yeah, we're getting right in there.
Yeah, that's Donovan's avatar. What's your?
That's you?
Yeah, that's me.
What's your Second Life?
Oberon Octagon.
Oberon Octagon. So, and you spent a lot of time at the RUSA area within the Information Island, right?
That's right. ALA Arts Info Island is the name of where we have our office.
Okay. I see as you're scrolling around that there's some avatars that look like they're one guy looks like a dragon.
Yep.
And that's a heck of a thing. I've always wanted to be a dragon.
Now there's somebody who looks like she's got a wedding dress on or something.
Yeah.
And you've got all kinds of people. This person is quite tall when she stands.
Okay.
And it's quite a conglomeration of things.
Yeah.
And again, I was telling you about J.J. Drinkwater.
Okay.
He's one of the big guns in the ALS circles, and he doesn't type on a computer.
I love that.
He writes when he types.
That is
If you follow the arrow down here, if you look there, J.J. Drinkwater is chatting. So they've got a big, so everybody is talking.
Yeah.
We're just right now we're chatting.
Okay.
I would say that probably in 2 months they're going to be talking. That we will actually have headsets and be talking at each other.
So there's 20 people in this class. They're around the world, around the country.
That's right. There's somebody from Brazil, France, and I'm not sure if it was Australia, but they've got quite a lot of. It's quite a variety. There's also some people from Geneva, Illinois.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so we could get there.
Yeah, we could go visit them if we wanted to. Right.
But this is much more interesting because they're a dragon.
Yeah.
So,
oh gosh.
Yeah.
And last week, JJ was a griffin.
Okay.
And I take snapshots, so I've got a lot. I'm putting it on my Flickr account and my SLL-Ning account. So they'll be, the photos are accessible from there.
Now, you were telling me about an idea that you had for doing like book club work in this, or author events. Can you tell?
Well, I went to an author event last night. Bantam and Dell Books had George R.R. Martin, who is one of my favorite authors, and he was there in an avatar of his favorite character from his book.
Oh yeah.
Which is a dwarf, named Tyrion Lannister.
Okay.
He basically took questions, read from a new book that he's written, and is basically, just having a great time, I think, being an avatar in Second Life. I'm sure that's not exactly something he spends a lot of time on, or there'd be a lot of people bugging him, why aren't you writing that book?
Right.
He's got 3 more books to finish this thing off.
Okay.
But it was wonderful. It was so crowded that I basically had to go to a remote area and see them sort of watch a video of the. Yeah, it was basically podcast. Remote, there was a remote.
Okay.
So the resolution really goes not as nice,
Right.
but the whole just the whole idea of watching it from a remote area, and you're on your computer. It's pretty wild.
It's like being your own grandpa.
Yeah, and I mean it's the stuff we can do.
Yeah.
With what we hope, if we can get permissions, is take the Literary Tastes Notable Books Breakfast at conference and have them podcast it.
Wow.
If that's the case, we can also project it into Second Life. A person I'm consulting with says, instead of trying to do something live, which would be a bad hour in the morning for anybody on the West Coast or wherever, to build an audience for it, have it a week later, and potentially have an author. In other words, have the presentation canned, so to speak. People can preview it and then go and see one of the authors live, like this Lannister thing.
Yeah.
That would be pretty wild.
That would be amazing. I have a lot of hope that we can be doing some member services stuff through Second Life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're already trying to do some work on it through like the Meebo chat room that we have set up in the LA MySpace page and things like that. But this opportunity to have voice-to-voice that's coming with Second Life, that'll be extraordinary. And the fact that you have that sort of in-personness to it all, even though it's an avatar, it's an in-personness, it's really kind of extraordinary. Do you want to do a little commercial about what's going on at the RUSA part of Info Island?
Well, we've got an office there, and again, this is one of these things where if I can set it up, there's some sort of technical snags to it, but we can basically send via RSS feeds whatever kind of material we have to a screen in my office. I can actually have multiple screens, and we could probably do a number of broadcasts.
But right now
things.
you've got something already set up.
But it's set up.
Yeah.
The office has space where people can have meetings. We have these icons with, they sort of look like computer terminals, but if you click on it, you can get a bunch of web links and then go out and visit various parts of the ASCLA and the RUSA websites. One of the things I'm excited about is this class is connecting Moodle, which is an open source course management package.
Sorry, Moodle?
Moodle.
Okay.
With Second Life. Actually, San Jose University does something called Sloodle, which is basically Second Life Moodle.
Okay.
The idea is, we have we have 2 courses that I know would be ideal for enhancing a portion of what the class does. Reference interview and reader's advisory we do mock interviews. We put 2 students, tell 2 students to go off and ask each other questions. And one of them plays a patron, one of them plays a librarian. This kind of thing is done in chat right now. This is maybe glorified chat, but again, if you, as they say, the more senses you add to a learning experience, the better the learning experience. So visually, I'd be looking at another person, even though it's avatar to avatar. Yeah, I know. You're gonna sort of kick me there.
Too much. Okay, there we go.
That happens. Actually, last week they had a rolling restart of the Sims, so we basically all got booted out of the class in the last 10-20 minutes of the class. Anyway, so in other words, we could do the interviews using Second Life, managed with Moodle, and really pretty neat way of doing that.
Well, I'm gonna coin a phrase here. If it's a Second Life reference interview in a virtual world, then it says a sluffrence vrinterview. Donovan, thanks a lot for your time today.
Thank you.
It was really nice to see this and to look over your shoulder. So, Donavan Vicha, someone you should know at ALA, and in Second Life. Thanks. See you.
Bye.
Bye.